Welcome to the Milwaukee Election Commission's Central Count training video for table assigners. A manual that details the topics we will review today is available in Poll Chief and will also be available at your table on Election Day. Be sure to also watch the Central Count Review webinar for specific Election Day details. When you first arrive, sign in and grab your affiliation wristband that matches the sign-in sheet. This affiliation isn't who you tend to vote for or identify with. Instead, this will indicate if you were formally nominated by a political party to serve as their representative. If you were not nominated by a political party, you will take a purple wristband and can work with anyone. At Central Count, we always work in pairs. It is important that if you have a blue or red wristband, you never work with someone else from the same party. We have planned it so that all tables should be counting a similar number of ballots. After announcements are made, which are extremely important, and the polls are officially open, you and your partner can begin processing ballots. All of the materials you'll need will be at the tables. Ward signs, noting the group of wards that will be counted at that table. A stack of large goldenrod colored envelopes that are organized by ward. These envelopes contain all of the required forms you'll need. A red fan to flag a chief when you need assistance. Office supplies, and at least one copy of the manual. Additionally, there are several bins located on or near your table. A small bin for unprocessed ballots that arrive on Election Day. A stack of labeled empty long trays to transport your ward materials to the tabulator. And finally, a deep bin with currently unprocessed ballots, rubber banded together by ward and alphabetized by last name. Chapter 1. Getting your ward ready to process. Always remember, work one ward at a time and keep materials in order and organized. You will begin by selecting a stack of uncounted absentee ballots that are bound by ward from the large bin and corresponding goldenrod envelope. The goldenrod envelopes contain the same documents that are specific to each ward. One partner will remove the items from the goldenrod envelope and confirm you have the following: the Now Processing Ward sign to place on your table so observers and staff know what ward you are working on. The EL 104 form to track your work. A yellow registered write-in tally sheet. The pink voter number sheet. The absentee log. A reconstructed original ballot envelope. And a plastic secure ballot bag. Take the EL 104. This is the Chief Inspector's statement, and it is used to track any issues or actions that happen while you are processing that ward. Read the form carefully. The first thing you'll do with the EL 104 is confirm that the serial number on the form matches the serial number on the plastic secured ballot bag. Once you've confirmed, circle the serial number on the form, and both of you will initial that section. If for some reason the serial numbers do not match, please notify one of the chief inspectors and they will give you instructions. You will both sign the EL 104 to acknowledge that you are processing that ward. Keep the EL 104 out, since you will need it to record your work. Before you get into other forms, you will review the certificate envelopes. Take the stack of envelopes for the ward you are working on and split it in half. Each of you will individually review a stack of envelopes. Please continue to keep them in alphabetical order. Both of you should quickly go through your respective stack to confirm the following. Confirm that there is a voter signature. Confirm that there is at least a witness name and/or signature. And confirm that there is a witness address with at least a street number, street name, and city. Please note, a review of compliance has already been completed. However, we want you to triple check our work. If any envelopes are marked as rejected, set them aside, as they will not be numbered. These are normally already placed at the front of your ward pile. If you come across a certificate envelope that has not been flagged to be rejected, but is missing one of the required elements, then use the red fan to flag a chief. You should never reject a ballot that was not already flagged to be rejected without first confirming with the Chief Inspector. We will review the steps for rejecting a ballot later in the training in Chapter 6. Chapter 2. Issuing voter numbers to certificate envelopes. There are several types of absentee certificate envelopes that you might process. Regular absentee, IPAV, or also known as early voting, SVD, or also known as long-term care facility voting, military, emailed or overseas. Once you and your partner have reviewed the envelopes for that ward, have one partner collect all of the envelopes, keeping them in alphabetical order. The other partner will have the absentee poll log in front of them, as well as the pink voter number sheet. Partner 1 will announce the voter's name and will number the envelope on the label. Partner 2 will repeat the voter number, cross the number off on the pink sheet, and record the number on the absentee poll log. You are going to repeat these steps until all envelopes are numbered. Again, keep your envelopes in number order, maintaining alphabetical order as you are numbering. You are going to repeat these steps until all envelopes are numbered. Again, keep your envelopes in number order, maintaining alphabetical order as you are numbering. On each one, you should be placing the voter number on the label in the upper right corner. If you come across an emailed ballot, you will number the certificate and confirm that the voter and the witness have signed. Once you have assigned all voter numbers, make sure that you remove any of the emailed absentee ballot certificates so that they don't get caught in the mail opening machine. You will open the email ballots manually after you've opened the others, so set them aside to be put with the envelopes later. Chapter 3. Using the mail openers. Now that all of the envelopes have been reviewed and numbered, it is now time to open them. You only need one person to open the envelopes. Instructions on how to use the mail opening machine will be displayed near the machine. Please read those directions closely before proceeding to ensure you don't damage ballots inside. Take the ballots with the opening side up and holding them with 2 hands and firmly tap them on the table to move the ballots away from the opening. Place the envelopes with the opening facing the machine and turn the machine on. It should take from the bottom and begin to mill the edge. You may have to guide the envelopes. Chapter 4. Assigning the voter number to the ballot. When your partner returns with the now opened envelopes, you and your partner are now ready to number the ballots. Partner 1 will remove the ballot from the envelope and hand the ballot to Partner 2. Partner 1 will announce the voter number from the envelope. Partner 2 will write the voter number on the ballot. There are 3 types of ballots you will come across, and they all should be kept in separate piles. Each type of ballot has a specific area where the voter number should be written. On paper ballots, the voter number should be written directly below in the center of the official use only box. On express vote ballots, the voter number should be written just above the absentee issued by section. And finally, on emailed ballots from military and overseas voters, the number should be written on the copy of the ballot in the official use only box. As you record the voter number on the ballot, you want to have 3 separate piles. One for your paper ballots, one for your express vote ballots, and another for ballots that need to be reconstructed, which will include the email ballots. You will repeat this process until all ballots are numbered. Chapter 5. Reconstructing ballots. Since emailed ballots have to be reconstructed so that they can be counted by the machines, they should be placed in the to be reconstructed pile. Sometimes a ballot might arrive damaged, and it must also be reconstructed. You can tackle your reconstructed pile once you are done assigning voter numbers to all of the ballots. The first step is to count how many ballots need to be reconstructed, and then note the ward you are working on. One partner will head to the reconstruction bin to locate the ward you need and retrieve the total number of ballots you need to reconstruct. When your partner returns, review the ballots to confirm that it is for the correct ward. The reconstruction process is a simple step-by-step procedure and requires both partners to be present at all times. You will work on one ballot at a time. All reconstructions must be recorded on the EL 104. We use codes to track our work. So for your first reconstructed ballot within a ward, one of you will write ROB1 under the code number section, which represents reconstructed original ballot number 1. You will then write the voter number, which is on the original ballot, and then note the reason code under description. Reason codes are located on the EL 104. You and your partner should then initial the EL 104, confirming the reconstruction. You are now ready to reconstruct the ballot. Partner 1 will be issuing the paper ballot, and Partner 2 will be reading off the entries from the original ballot. Partner 1 will select the reason for reconstruction on the original ballot. In this example, it is damaged. And then on the original ballot, we're going to write ROB1 because this is our first ballot we are reconstructing, and then both election workers need to initial the original ballot. You will repeat this tracking process on the new reconstructed ballot. First, Partner 2 will select damaged and write ROB1 on the new duplicate ballot. And like before, both staff initial the new reconstructed paper ballot. Partner 2 will then write the executive director's initials in the absentee ballot issue box, and Partner 2 will also write the voter number on the new ballot. Once you've recorded all of the necessary information on both ballots, Partner 1 with the original ballot will read off any of the votes that the voter recorded, and Partner 2 will mark the voter choices on the reconstructed ballot. Some voters may choose not to vote in all races, and some races can be blank. In this scenario, you are not going to write anything on the reconstructed ballot because it needs to reflect how the voter voted on the original ballot. You and your partner should review the ballots to verify that they do match. Now, take the reconstructed ballot and place it in the stack of ballots that will be processed. At this point, it does not need to go in voter number order. The original ballot will go into the original reconstructed ballot envelope. The next example will be an emailed ballot. This is going to be ROB2, voter number 2, and the reason code will be emailed ballot. And again, we both initial the EL104. On the email ballot, we're going to mark Other since it's an emailed ballot. This will be ROB2. Partner 2 will mark the reconstructed ballot with the same code Other and ROB2 in the duplicate ballot box, and our initials. We will now reconstruct the ballot. Now place the original ballot into the original reconstructed ballot envelope, and the new reconstructed ballot on the ballots to be processed pile. Don't forget that these instructions will be available to you on Election Day. Chapter 6, Rejected Certificate Envelopes. Staff will now review the rejected ballot tracking process. Once a chief confirms that a ballot should be rejected, you will need the EL104 form to record this action. In this example, the ballot was already rejected by the Election Commission. This will be our AB1, Rejected Absentee Ballot Number 1. On the EL104 form, Partner 2 will write RAB1, then they will write the voter's name, and then after the name, write the reason code. You will also have to write RAB1 on the envelope. The next example has a missing voter signature. This one will be recorded as RAB2NVS, no voter signature. You will also write RAB2 on the envelope. Once you have completed recording all of the rejected ballots for the ward, both partners have initialed each instance on the EL104. One partner will take the rejected ballots to the rejected ballot bin. Chapter 7, Completing a ward to get it ready for the tabulators. At this point, you should be ready to get your ward ready for the tabulators. As a recap, confirm that you have the following: assigned all voter numbers to the envelopes for this ward, reconstructed ballots that were visibly damaged or emailed so that they can be counted in the tabulator, place all original ballots that were reconstructed in the reconstructed envelope, and submit any rejected ballots to the rejected ballot table. Now it is time to finish up this ward. All ballots need to be flattened so that they can go through the machine without getting jammed. Our staff is showing us here how best to do that. Partner 2, who tracked voter numbers on the pink voter sheet, should initial near the last voter number. Both partners should sign their names on the last page of the absentee poll log. Next, one partner will gather the following items: the signed pink voter sheet, the yellow write-in sheet, the signed EL104 form, the now processing ward sign, and the signed absentee ballot log. These will then be placed inside of the goldenrod envelope. Take the long mail tray and in the following order place all of the materials for that ward. At the very bottom of the tray, place the now flattened paper ballots, then the express vote ballots. the original reconstructed envelope, the secure plastic ballot bag, and the goldenrod envelope with all of the paperwork inside should be at the top. Everything is stacked in a manner that keeps the ballots secured and private at the bottom. So you are now ready to take the numbered ballots to the correct tabulator. It is extremely important that the now completed ward be placed at the correct tabulator. Tabulators are assigned specific wards, and signs posted will tell you where your ward will be counted. When you return to your table, make sure the envelopes from the ward you just counted are still in alphabetical order and rubber banded together. Place them in the large bin where the rest of the certificate envelopes are stored, and remember to keep them in ward order. Chapter 8. Election Day Absentee Ballot Arrivals. Mail-in ballots are accepted on Election Day until the polls close. That means while you are working at Central Count, you may receive new ballots that arrived on Election Day until 8 p.m. As incoming ballots are received, staff will drop them off at your tables into the small Election Day ballot bin. It's important to keep that bin clear of any other materials. Before beginning a new ward, always check to see if you have any new ballots to process in your Election Day bin to add to it. If you have already sent a ward to the tabulators and receive a new ballot, leave the ballot in the Election Day tray until the ward's flat tray is returned to your table. Just as before, review the certificate envelope, write the voter number on the envelope. Use the pink voter number sheet to determine the next available voter number. Just like before, record the voter number on the certificate envelope, the absentee log next to the voter's name, and on the ballot. Following the instructions in your manual, place the uncounted day of ballots in the long tray on top of the counted ballots in the secure ballot bag and under the goldenrod envelope, and take the tray back to the tabulators for the day of ballots to be counted. You are now ready to repeat these steps for the next ward. Thank you again for your service.